There are two things you should know about the chairman and CEO of the E.W. Scripps Company. First, Rich Boehne was a journalist long before he was a businessman. And second,
Rich said something to me that I repeat over and over again. He said to me, "Don't be afraid to blow up."
We sued the FBI and won. We took on the Pentagon and won. We took on the state of Colorado and won. We took on Ford.
It's what charges him up. It's what keeps him going. It's what he lives for.
Rich, first and foremost, was a journalist, and he's still a journalist today. He also happens to be CEO, but he's a journalist.
People don't stand up for journalism anymore in the same way that they used to. They don't support it financially. They don't invest in it. That's what Rich Boehne is doing. He is investing in journalism.
a good example is the 98-year-old Scripps Washington Bureau. At a time when bureaus are closing, Rich turned the Washington Bureau into an investigative unit.
In an unprecedented review, the Scripps National Investigative Team looked through over 1,000 court-martial cases involving sex offenses.
When a sex offender leaves a civilian prison, they have to register before they can go back into society. But when a sex offender in the military leaves, it's an honor system that they're going to go register.
In essence, a get-out-of-jail-free card.
After the investigation aired, Congress closed the loophole in only 7 months.
You feel Rich in your head saying, go there, make it matter, make it count.
This explains a lot. It's his first press pass. Rich was a kid when he started in the newspaper business, first selling subscriptions. Then he hit the streets as a reporter, and later became a business reporter and an editor. In the 80s, he went to work for Scripps Corporate. And 20 years later, when the company split off the cable networks, Rich was named CEO of Scripps.
He's never forgotten what it was like to be in the role of a reporter.
Sticking up for the rights of the people to know, and not being intimidated by the rich and the powerful and the strong.
Case in point, an Arizona teenager was driving a Ford Escape when it suddenly accelerated and wouldn't stop.
Her SUV rolled 3 times. Sage died hours later.
The Scripps station in Phoenix investigated the teenager's crash and uncovered a potential problem with the speed control cable in some Ford Escapes. Ford responded by canceling its advertising. Rich didn't flinch.
In the course of getting the facts, if he has to blow some stuff up, yeah, he'll do that. Because at the end of the day, Rich is about battling injustice and getting to the truth.
The results of this investigation included the recall of nearly 750,000 cars.
Rich is the perfect CEO for Scripps because Scripps has always been, from the day it started, about giving a voice to the little guy.
A few years ago, there was a huge wildfire outside of Denver. It was supposed to be a planned burn, but the state lost control of the fire.
It burned my house down, killed 3 people, and burned down all my neighbors' houses.
The Scripps station in Denver stayed on the story until it proved the state caused the fire and until Colorado agreed to pay the victims for their losses.
He has no qualms about underwriting local station going into court and forcing people to follow the laws.
Our responsibility is to be the defenders of the people who live in our communities.
What's clear is that this company still operates under the same idealistic, old-fashioned values that Edward W. Scripps put into his first newspaper almost 140 years ago.
I think the values of the company are best expressed in our corporate motto: give light, and the people will find their own way.
There's still a very straight line in that lineage that comes from old man E.W. Scripps that is still very real today, I think.
You can even see it in Scripps' new digital brands, which are taking EW's old values into the future.
I think what Scripps is showing is that you can be a strong, successful, thriving, growing business and still pursue strong First Amendment rights, values, and journalism. And that's Rich's great contribution.
E.W. Scripps would be so proud to know that his company, the company he founded, is in the hands of a leader like Rich.
I mean, if we had to have one individual in the entire history of E.W. Scripps that embodies the slogan of give people light and they will find their way, it's Rich Boehne.